So these rumors surfaced last week that here I am saying, where's all the spoilers on RHOC and RHOSLC? Oh, I have an RHOC spoiler afterwards. Hold on, guys. Um, I'll spill that one for you too. So this surfaced last week that Meredith Marks was suspended from filming for the rest of this season. Now, people were in my DMs. Is this true? Is this not true? I'm like, it's another thing, like this AI with Bethenny. I'm like, I will look into this, but I really don't need to look into this. This sounds absolutely positively insane to me. It sounds insane. I never believed this was true. Now it has come out pretty much that it is not true. Again, this happened a few days ago, but we haven't talked about it. So the rumor comes out, Meredith Marks is this is why I was like, God, this isn't true. Like, think about Meredith. Meredith is not like we have, like, if Teresa didn't flip that table all those years ago and become Teresa Giudice, basically number one on the call sheet, even though the first season it was all about Danielle Staub and Danielle set you up. And really, you have Danielle to thank for your entire career on RHONJ because she set that up and you flipped the table and then you became infamous. But if she didn't flip the table and she wasn't number one at the call on the call sheet, I'm assuming Teresa would have been suspended for something over the years. I mean, pushing Andy, this and that. I mean, look at Kenya. Look where Kenya's got. We have other housewives. Candy Gal. I love my Candace Dillard. But, you know, she goes a little crazy in the moment and pushes things. Ramona finally is like, you know, persona non grata from some racist behavior. You even look at like people like Leanne Locken. I mean, Leanne, you know, love Leanne, but, you know, she would possibly be one to do something on air without thinking about it. I mean, Meredith is just not, I mean, I'm sure there's many other examples. If I can get Sonia drunk enough and God only knows what she would do, there'd be some like 22-year-olds in the corner being like, I'm actually suing this woman for like, you know, SA. Guess you can't say sexual assault these days. Let me tell you something about this generation. These kids need to be pushed out of the goddamn house, left outside, let it rain down on them, let them sleep outside for 24 hours. These kids need to be toughened up. But anyway, there'll be some 22-year-olds in the corner claiming assault by someone. But Meredith's not that person. She's not that person. I mean, we have seen not just Meredith on the damn screen, but when she goes to these reunions, look, has nothing to do with being a lawyer, but it does. She's a lawyer. That Meredith, she comes with receipts and timelines. She is so crafty with her words. She can back you into a corner. She can say something that you can't get out of. I mean, it takes one to know one. That's what us lawyers do. But, you know, she's so calculated and controlling with herself. She would never do something, I don't think, that would cross the line. Um, you know, she just is smarter than that. She really is. She's not the type compared to some of these other housewives. Look, on Salt Lake, Jen Shaw, yeah, she's a loose cannon, despite the fact that she's a criminal and she's in jail. She's a loose cannon. Even Britney, with all these emotions and crying, she's the type that would want her moment and do something and be like, whoops. Um, Even Mary is so Mary that, I mean, get her lost in her own world. God only knows what could come out of Mary's mouth or her actions. It's just not Meredith. She's smarter than that. So when I read this, I'm like, she's not an idiot. She's not the one to get suspended now. It turns out that she's not. Um, the rumor was that she was in a huge fight with Brittany, who's back. And by the way, Osmond, Mr. Jared Osmond is filming. He's filming. So him and Brittany are still, I guess, on again, off again, even though apparently they're on again. But the rumor was that she had a huge fight with Meredith, with Brittany, and she called her an anti-Semite and a pedophile. I mean, those are possible things that she would have said. First of all, I don't even think, I mean, does that get you suspended if you call someone an anti-Semite? I mean, since when? Jealous of what? So, but I don't know. Whatever it is, Meredith knows what to do. So that's, I mean, it's great that she's feuding with Brittany. She's not suspended. There's also this rumor that Heather and Whitney and Angie, look, there ain't no love lost between Angie and Meredith, but Whitney, and there's no love lost between Whitney and Meredith. Heather and Meredith were kind of in a good place. Excuse me, at the end of last season. Well, the rumor is that Heather but we all know it, this relationships change. That's how housewives work. Heather and Angie and Whitney, the rumor is, have all come at Meredith, saying that there are rumors about Seth. Now, when you hear there are rumors about Seth, it's one of two things: either A, infidelity, or two, he is pulling a Louis Realias and he is not paying his taxes. I mean, is Seth on TikTok running a scam and an influencer program? Is he involved in some interesting business deals that I'm raising an eyebrow to, and Bethenny seems to be too? Or is it over cheating? It turns out the rumor is that it's over infidelity, and that is why Heather, Whitney, and Angie have been coming at Meredith. And the rumor was, oh no, she wasn't suspended. She walked off. Because, look, that's way more believable. Meredith is like, Dolo or Teresa or one of where family is everything. And we've learned you don't come from Meredith's family. So, look, anything is possible at this point. We're recording this like a day or two before this episode airs. Meredith is there. Everybody's there. Walking off, much more believable than getting suspended. Regardless, man, I am so excited for next season of RHOSLC, aren't you? Okay, I got something else to say, and we'll come back to some of this other stuff in a second. I got a problem with Miss Catania. She's a little parched. She's a little thirsty, this Dolores, and she's actually acting hypocritical. So, Dolores, I know you listen, girl. Come on, just be honest. We see your name in the downloads, but I'll look right into the camera when I say this for everyone on YouTube who watches these little clips. Dolores, you're thirsty, you're parched, and you're a hypocrite. So, look, it's almost a year since it's off the air. RHONJ. We're gonna have another year. Dolores is feeling the burn. You got Paulie, and he has money somehow. I don't really understand how, but it's not really, well, it is actually my job to figure that out, right? Guys, I promise you from the bottom of my black, coal-filled heart, that when this job is over, I'm not going to care about any of this. I promise you that. Not going anywhere anytime soon. But here's the thing. So, Dolores, first of all, Dolores, I hope you're getting half the profits over there filling in for Teddy. Maybe it's a thing where Teddy still keeps, first of all, you're on iHeart, okay? Oh, speaking of iHeart, going back for a minute, why is Gia not on her mother's podcast network? I mean, it's her goal in life to put everyone else, all her other cronies over there on her podcast network. So why is Gia not on her mom's podcast network? Did Teresa say, don't come to my podcast network? We're having major problems. Now, I heard that. Now, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. Just that's what a bird told me